Today we celebrate you, Mom, so rare, for all your love and every bit of care. It's not always easy, but your heart stay true. This world's a brighter place, all thanks to you. Take your flowers today, oh Mama, you shine so bright. Through every sleepless battle, you're the guiding light. The pearls of our hearts in every single way. We say thank you, Moms, on your special day. Through the chaos and calm, you lead with grace. Every challenge you conquer, you embrace. Your strength is unmatched, your love pure as spring. A crown of gratitude we wish to bring. Take your flowers today, oh Mama, you shine so bright. Through every sleepless battle, you're the guiding light. The pearls of our hearts in every single way. We say thank you, Moms, on your special day. Family's the treasure that you hold so close. A mother's love, the thing we cherish most. Through laughter and tears, you carry us through. Every day I'm grateful for moms like you. Take your flowers today, oh Mama, you shine so bright. Through every sleepless battle, you're the guiding light. The pearls of our hearts in every single way. We say thank you, Moms, on your special day. Take your flowers today, oh Mama, you shine so bright. Through every sleepless battle, you're the guiding light. The pearls of our hearts in every single way. We say thank you, Moms, on your special day.
Your love's a river flowing free, a quiet strength that carries me through every storm in sky so gray. You are my light, my mother's day. Your hands have shaped this heart I own. With every touch, the love you've shown, 1,000 words could never say how much I need you every day. Happy Mother's Day to you, my guide. Forever grateful, arms open wide. God bless your heart and all you do. I'm so thankful for a mom like you. Your laughter paints the world in hues, a masterpiece in golden truth. Through highs and lows, you're always near, a guardian angel year by year. Your voice is like the sweetest song. It makes the hardest day feel warm. Each whispered word is comfort's key, unlocking joy inside of me. For every tear you've wiped away, for every dream you paved my way, no treasure could replace your grace. You are the love my heart can't chase. Happy Mother's Day to you, my guide. Forever grateful, arms open wide. God bless your heart and all you do. I'm so thankful for a mom like you. 'cause you're all you do. I'm so thankful for a mom like you. I'm so thankful for a mom like you. I'm so thankful for a mom like you. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Clutch them pearls, you're shining bright, holding love in hands so tight. Mother strong, your heart so true. I'm so thankful, yes, for you. Through the storms and through the tears, you've been the rock across the years. To the moms we've had to part, you're always here in every heart. Pearls of wisdom, pearls of grace, you light the world with your embrace. Happy Mother's Day to you. God bless the love in all you do. Subscribers, you're my family tree, sharing faith and love with me. This one's for the moms we miss, memories sealed in heaven's kiss. String of pearls, a bond so tight, guiding stars in darkest night. Moms, you give the world its glow. Through your strength we've come to know. Pearls of wisdom, pearls of grace, you light the world with your embrace. Happy Mother's Day to you. God bless the love in all you do. Pearls of wisdom, pearls of grace, you light the world with your embrace. Happy Mother's Day to you. God bless the love in all you do.
Clutch them pearls, you're shining bright, holding love in hands so tight. Mother strong, your heart so true. I'm so thankful, yes, for you. Through the storms and through the tears, you've been the rock across the years. To the moms we've had to part, you're always here in every heart. Pearls of wisdom, pearls of grace, you light the world with your embrace. Happy Mother's Day to you. God bless the love in all you do. Subscribers, you're my family tree, sharing faith and love with me. This one's for the moms we miss, memories sealed in heaven's kiss. A string of pearls, a bond so tight, guiding stars in darkest night. Moms, you give the world its glow. your strength we've come to know. Pearls of wisdom, pearls of grace. You light the world with your embrace. Happy Mother's Day to you. God bless the love in all you do.
Woo! I'm so muted. I am so muted. Sorry. All right. Did you guys hear anything? Did you hear anything? Let me know. Sorry. I don't know if you heard anything or not. Love your shirt. Thank you. Thank you, Sense of Soul. Nope. Okay, let's start over. Hello, my beautiful pearls. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable. It's Mother's Day, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is May 11th, 2025. It is currently 10:11 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. There we go. There we go. We got it. Thank you, Louise. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys had an amazing day. Appreciate everyone, all the mothers out there and grandmothers, teachers, adoptive parents, guys who's had to play both roles or whatever your situation is. I honor you and I appreciate you, and it's not easy. Thank you, Carmelita. It's definitely not easy, but it's very much worth it. Justin, I love pink. Mike, it's the favorite color of mine. Oh, nice, nice. Well, I can't find my other one, so I just changed it with my outfit. So that's what we're doing. Guys, we are talking about Lilly and Jack Sullivan. There's some things, it's getting a little weird at this point. And we're going to talk about that. There's some things that I have looked at, and it's a little disturbing, some things in the past and all of that, which, we're not technically a product of our past necessarily. People change, but still, you got to look. You got to look. And I always say our past is the best prediction of our future in most cases. Most people, um, we change throughout the years, and we can change our life totally around. But in these situations, you got to look. You got to look. Your Facebook history is part of it. What the things you put out online, through the ages, kind of it sticks, right? The internet is forever. That's why I always say you're not going to see me up here uh, yelling and screaming and stuff like some of these other creators does, speaking negatively on one another publicly and all that. It's just not worth it. As we age, normally we are calmer, more settled. Yes. Yeah. You're exactly right, baby kisses. And thank God for that. Thank God for that. I don't think you don't get as bent over stuff as you age. You know what I mean? You just let it go. You just let it go. Hi Justin, I'm watching you from Pictou County. Oh, New Glasgow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, my friend. I'm sorry. I know your community, it's got the eyeball of the, true crime community world on you right now. And I know it's a lot. So thank you for your support. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Kiki. Good to see you, love. Kids just got back from Bucky's. I got some beaver nuggets. How you doing, Kiki? Yes, got you some beaver nuggets. I know people who doesn't know what Bucky's are right now. Kiki, you need to explain them what beaver nuggets are. uh, so anywho, there's a lot going on. There is a lot of misinformation on here, this case. And, we kind of talked about that last night. As these cases get bigger, the more information happens. And we speculate on here on my channel. I have no problem with speculation as long as we know and make it abundantly clear that it's speculation. That way, you don't leave this channel and say, oh, well, you know, Justin said this happened. Like, I want you to know we are speculating when we are speculating. But anywho, there's some stuff so yesterday, Mr. Martell, stepdad, he went with one of his friends to go see if he to the CPS office, and he went to go see if he could see his daughter, 16-month-old daughter, and they said he couldn't. They said he couldn't. Now, the question is why? Because does mom have the 16-month-old, or is the 16-month-old in the custody of CPS or whatever their version of CPS is there? Jane, hello, good to see you. I think they went missing long before they were reported missing, and mom knows what happened, which is why she's not searching for something that isn't missing. Jane, I think there's a lot of people that feel like you. I really do. And we see this in a lot of suspicious cases, in almost all suspicious cases, actually. You will see the parents generally not do a lot of searching. And I always say, if I know where my keys to my car is, if I know if it's sitting on my kitchen counter, I'm not going to go, search in every part of my house except the kitchen counter because I know where it's at. Now, again, I'm not saying the parents know where these children are, but there is a lot of suspicious things here. And in my opinion, I see accident. I don't think, if there is any sort of foul play, I don't believe that this is somewhere where someone hurt two kids. I just don't see it in this case. But I do see an accident that could be possible. I was going over some statistics, which I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. We know that, kids 18 or under, but I'm talking more younger, like 15 and under, unfortunately, get exposed to drugs sometimes, such as fentanyl, awful, and they die. And I was looking up homes in Canada and the United States. And there are cases where there are 2 or more children getting poisoned from drugs in the home. And I think it's a concerning thing, right? It's a concerning thing. It's also looking at the drug, it's nearly a pandemic at this point, but the drug epidemic in the United States, Canada, around the world. It's just not the United States. I think it's probably worse in the western parts of the world, but it's bad and it has increased significantly. I'm going to show you some graphs on that as well. Again, I want to make it abundantly clear we have no idea what happened to Lilly and Jack Sullivan. That is speculation at this point. Hopefully, the RCMP will be finding answers really, really soon. The thing with fentanyl, though, is it takes something the size of a grain of salt or sugar to unalive an adult, let alone a 4 and a 6-year-old. And this is the thing. Parents could be doing, if there is drugs involved, they could have been doing something, and these cartels and all of them, they mix things in with other drugs, and it happens. It unfortunately happens. I think one of the greatest things that for me causes alarm, it's generally, I mean, of course their story is different. Their story is different, but the days prior to the 911 call, because remember, they didn't go to school for, a few days. And to me, that's concerning. These children could have been missing anywhere from Tuesday night to Friday morning, right? Hey, Arnold, time. Good to see you. I would expect if the kids ran off and it was in the time frame stated by adults, then the search efforts would have been located them. I agree, Arnold. I agree with you. And it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder if, you're laying there with your 16-month-old and your uh, boyfriend, I guess, common law husband, in about a 20-minute period, and you get up, you don't hear the kids any longer. They say they both jump up, and one thing I mentioned last night was I don't see both of them jumping up. I don't. I mean, I have kids. Most of you probably have kids in here. You don't hear the kids or something. You're like, "Get up. Go check the kids." And one of you gets up and go check the kids if you're sleeping. It's not necessary. I mean, because you're not expecting them to be gone, you know? Usually when kids are quiet, they're into something. They're not supposed to be, right? When they're you know, acting all crazy and jumping and doing whatever they do at 4 and 6, then you know that they're around there, they're doing something. But when they get quiet, zip it up. That's when you know they're into something. You're not expecting them to be missing from your home in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, to me, if you both jump up, it's like you're expecting something to really be wrong. So, I don't know. Thank you so much, Candace, rather. Sorry. Thank you, or maybe over medicated for parents to party the night before. Very good point. Very good point, Candace. A lot of people and again, speculated that, and it happens. This is the real world. You know, some of these people will give their kids something to sleep. And again, it can be too much. And, they put them in their room or do whatever they do, and so they can party and do whatever they want. And then the next morning they wake up, or whenever they wake up, and unfortunately the kids are not there. So now, yesterday, guys, another thing that's bothered me, and I was just, what do they say in the UK? Gobsmacked, right? Gobsmacked that mom had changed her profile. Changed her profile. Let me show you this. Let me show you this, guys. To single. To single. I can't imagine. I'm really trying not to be really judgmental on this, guys. I'm really trying. But I can't imagine a mother who everyone is searching high and low for your children, right? Now, I want you to look at 91 friends here, by the way. 91 friends. 91 friends. And hold on, I've got the other ones here. In just a second, I can show you. 91 friends. Now, she had 95 friends. 95 friends. Look at this. How do I email a video to you, Justin? They can drop my email, darling. Oh, that's the 91. 1 second. 91. I was just like, you are kidding me. Look at this. 95 friends. So since this time now, she has 95 friends. And you leave your home. Sounds like so guys, listen. That's a part of Bonnie. Thank you for saying that. Your children are missing and you leave your home. Sounds like another mother we know. Well, yes, it does. But that reminds me, I thought she went to her mom's house, to her, and I'm very ignorant in this part, guys. First Nation, is that how the Canadians say it in Canada? First Nation. So check this out. Let me find it. Got a little something here. And this is from her First Nation community that wrote this, by the way. Okay. She said, I saw this post on YouTube video from the morning of 5/11, and I read this. It's from their Sabaganagatee community. Is she running away? What would cause her to leave her community, tribe, or whatever it is, the First Nations, and go to a different one? Is that odd to the First Nation people? Look at this. The mom is part of the community. However, she has gone to another indigenous community 30 minutes away, but closer to Pictou County. So she's not actually with her First Nation tribe, allegedly. She's with another tribe, allegedly, but it's closer to Pictou. The stepdad family kicked her out, in my opinion. And that is a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. Could be, the fighting with the family, could be allegedly CPS, they're saying. But I don't know. She was poisoned. Didn't know it was a black box warning. People have taken it for short periods of time and couldn't walk, etc. What was it, Sharon? Yeah, but this is coming from the tribe. Them writing this. Right. So I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people's given her criticism for leaving the house, and I don't so much give her the criticism, and normally I do, but again, if it was really toxic there, she feared for her and her daughter's safety, or CPS told her she needed to leave, then she needed to leave. Right? They're no longer together. We know that. They're no longer together, by a few different sources, and that is via Daniel, and also the Facebook posting, that she's spoken about there. Okay. To call them mom and stepdad. 1 second. I want to read something to you in just a second. Okay. This is from, what was it? The Globe. I'm pretty sure it was this up. May 7th, 2025. That was 4 days ago. The RCMP arrive at the home and ask Mr. Martell to hand over his phone, which he said he did. When asked about how police are investigating the children's disappearance, maternal grandmother Cindy Murray tells the Globe, "We're not discussing anything right now. The police told us not to." RCMP scaled back the search for Lilly and Jack, acknowledging it was unlikely the children are alive. Do you guys think the RCMP told them not to speak on anything? Because in the United States, they don't tell us that. They can't advise us on anything. I don't know if they give you some version of what we call the Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be pointed to you. One of those. So it's done by RCMP here a lot. Do you have a source on that, Julie? The baby is in our CPS custody. Guys, just please put, if you're not like 1,000% sure, please just put in my opinion or allegedly. That way we just know it's an opinion or not. I was married to an RCMP for 14 years. Highly unlikely. They was told her not to talk. Well, Andrea, that's why I was asking you, because listen, they didn't tell Daniel not to talk. Hey Buddha, good to see you. They didn't tell Daniel not to talk. He's talking. For Meadow, is that who you mean, Ocean? That Meadow is in CPS or DHS or state custody, or province custody. I don't know if you call it province custody or state custody, but their baby is in CPS and they don't know where mom is. Say that she is in custody. I've specifically seen locals say that she's in custody. Okay. Fair point. There you go. Bad actors. Her lawyer likely told the mother not to talk. Very, very likely. I mean, listen, I think they're being smart. I mean, to be honest with you, because, well, I mean, if you are perhaps involved in something, you should never talk. Never talk. And she had to leave. I live not far from them. I heard they deemed the house not livable and she had to leave. I live not far from them. AHC said, I'd be surprised if RCMP said no talking. If they are responsible for the disappearance, it might slip out. Right. Yes, Michelle, I have. Daniel was not protected by RCMP nor RES. However, the mom is, because of her mom. When RCMP or RES tells you not to talk, you don't. It's much different than the US. Okay. Yeah, Daniel has not left that I'm aware of at all. This was an interesting post, in my opinion. I wanted to share it with you. But those who have nothing that, yes, yep. That's what I always say in true crime. People who have nothing to hide nothing, right? All right. So this is someone writing on Facebook, and I think they have a fair point on a lot of stuff. Kids were homesick. Remember that. Or at least one of them was. It was Friday. Kids are 4 and 6 years old. It's almost 10 a.m. and they wanted their almost 2-year-old toddler to sleep, so they wanted older kids to be quiet. Again, it's 10 a.m. and kids were home sick. One of them was. Lily had a cough. Lily keeps going to her parents' room, but they told her to stop and be quiet. But she was sick. Are you going to tell your sick kid that you've kept away from school to stop coming in there? Let's think about this. Think about when you had kids, or if you still have kids. Are you going, your sick kid who you kept home from school for You was apparently meaning to keep them home Friday too, right? But was Lily really sick? Well, passion flower, I mean, she said a cough, but if she's sick enough to stay at home for 2 days, are you going to tell your kid, you know, go out of the room and be quiet? It's a valid question, right? It's a valid question. I mean, why not put your 16-month-old to bed and then, lay her down and then get up? Now, we're not through yet. We're not through yet. Because listen, again, it's 10 a.m. and the kids were home sick. Lily keeps going into the parents' room, but they told her to stop and be quiet. But she was sick. She got a cough. There was 4-year-old with pull-ups. Nobody goes to the toilet. Nobody needs breakfast. Nobody needs checked on how Lily was doing. Did she need something? Did she need a doctor? Right? How long were these two going to be in the bed? Right? When are you planning to get up to make breakfast, to change a diaper, to make a snack, give them medicine, something to drink, refill their juice cups, whatever? Right? You wanted Lily to quit coming in the room because your 16-month-old was sleeping. And when I heard that, I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that, and I thought, "Oh wow, that's really interesting," if you ask me. Doctor when they're missing. In our schools, the parents have to give a note from the doctor when they miss school for being sick. Courtney, it's like that here. You get like 5 unexcused absence and the rest have to be from the doctor. I believe in Canada is so sleeping is part of that lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, but lifestyle's over when you have kids though. When you got toddlers, you know. So remember, Tuesday is the last time anyone's seen them. Tuesday. No school Wednesday, right? They didn't go to school Thursday. You kept them home. You kept them home Friday as well. And that's the day they went missing. So, what time did mom and stepdad go to bed? Right? What was the baby's schedules like that night? Did the baby sleep all night? Did you get up and have to, 16-month-olds generally sleep through the night, right? Bubby Garcia, right? That's the thing, you tell Lily, get out. Your sister's sleeping. I'm laying here. We're dozing in and out, and you hear them playing in the next room. But even if you lay down, right? even if you lay down, you usually get up, make them breakfast or snacks, put on some cartoons or something, and lay on the couch or, do whatever. It's not your every adult in the house is in the bed. Where's their breakfast? Where's the medicine time? It's a little weird, right? Did she need something? Did she need to see a doctor? Nothing set an alarm at night before to wake up in the morning to check on Lily, how she was doing, and see if she can go to school or not. Did she right, I mean, generally kids if they're sick, they're going to spike a fever at night. Never fails. It's usually 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. When they're starting to get sick, and when they are sick, they're going to spike a fever right around that time. If you give them like ibuprofen before bed, it's going to start wearing off around that time, right? So it's just, it's a legitimate question. Now, someone said, maybe she already made him breakfast. It's very possible, right? But you think we would hear that in the story? Now, maybe we didn't. I'm not, but you would think, I made him breakfast that morning, that morning. I went to, lay back down with Meadow and Daniel, and Lily kept coming in and out and saying, this or that, and I told her, go, play cartoons or something. If you start feeling bad, come back in or something like that. But it's not really. I just sent you the video, Justin. I hope it goes through. Okay. Let me look, my dear. Yep, it did. 1 second. Below is a local man that lives in the same town as missing Lily and Jack. He has videos on his TikTok page where he walks by the house and the searchers for the kids. In the video, he ran into the stepdad's father, and it's a weird encounter. Check out the video below. I also include a screenshot of the write up on the bottom of the video. Oh, I seen this. Yes. Yes, I did see this. I did see this. I can show this. So there was a TikToker that went to the area, and he was going past the home, and someone came out of the home. I think it was, who was it, Laura, that came out of the home? It was a family member, right? It was a family member. And he's really angry. He's an old man. I feel sorry for the old man, actually. Um, I feel really sorry for the old man, to be quite honest with you. I'll show it to you. You can be poor but not dirty, and garbage all over the place. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Of course. Stepdad's father. Okay. He is pissed. He is pissed here. I'll tell you that. All right.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you sure can.
This is Daniel's
What
dad.
are you doing? Put your camera down, bud. Be a man. Be a man.
Tell me, what can I help you?
Are you the one that stole them kids?
Me?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
Are you in here?
Are you the one that stole them kids? Now, I will say that I find that interesting because police has said they have not been abducted. They have nothing.
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
You're a fucking idiot. Another one of them YouTubers, are you?
Is there anything wrong? I park my car in here?
You're not parking. You're fucking being an idiot.
For what?
You can YouTube all you want. You low-life little fuckers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
You can smile because you got a camera there.
Calm
and you're taking
down.
my picture. I
Calm
don't
down.
have to calm down.
Who heard you?
You're the one that.
Who heard you?
You.
Who heard you?
You.
Keep crying. Keep crying, man.
Fuck, I hate you, YouTubers.
I'm not YouTuber.
Bullshit. Then what are you doing here?
I'm here looking for a fucking kid. What do you fucking think I'm doing?
Bullshit. Why are you taking
Bullshit.
pictures of me then?
Because you took a picture of me first.
I live here.
So what? I can't come here to help? What the fucking wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you?
Walk away, you little bitch. I fucking done nothing wrong to you. I just parked my car in here. What exactly did I do? Bro, you must have a miserable life. You must have a miserable life to be mad to a fucking stranger for nobody.
You're a low-life YouTuber.
Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Just because I'm a YouTuber, I'm no life, right? What's the fucking your logic? Get a fucking logic, man.
You're making money off people that are hurting. This neighborhood.
I'm not doing a fucking YouTuber, you fucking dumbass. I'm coming here to help you such a kid. Oh, bullshit. What the fuck exactly did you do? Yeah, walk away, you little bitch. Fuck off.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't necessarily blame Daniel's dad at all. You know, he's in his feelings, obviously. Oh, he's definitely Asian. One of them is there was two guys there. And I think neither one of them held themselves very well, but I don't know. I don't blame him either. That was weird. I felt like I just watched Strange Brew Still Waters. That's funny. All right. Let me get back to this. Let me pull it up again. I'm going to show some old posts from where mom had written things on her old social media as well. But again, we're talking about, you know, they're 4 and 6. She tells Lilly to get out of there because, you know, she didn't want to wake up the baby. But, you know, was there a breakfast ever made at any time? Did a diaper need to be changed? Did the kids need to be changed into clothes? Because, well, no, she couldn't have made breakfast. She couldn't have made breakfast. You know why? She doesn't remember what her son is in. She has no idea what her son is wearing. Right? Huh. I would welcome anything bringing attention if one of my kids were missing. I get that, but I feel like their motive was off in the first place, to be honest with you. So, you know, we thought, well, maybe she made breakfast beforehand, but she couldn't have because she doesn't know what her son's wearing. So that's an important thing, right? I feel the case will be resolved in at least couple more weeks. I think as long as they have enough circumstantial evidence. I don't know though, guys. this is the thing. Like, they don't have good cell phone service out there. There's not a lot of anything out there. It's not there's not like, stoplights with cameras. Thank you, man. I thought I saw snow on the ground. No, no. The same guy's been driving back and forth the house, so I can understand the old man getting pissed. I would do the same. Yeah. How do you not get up when your children get up? Yeah. They strike me as the parents that would let them feed themselves. I mean, I don't think that they were worked with a lot, right? I mean, let's just be honest. She said that they were behind in school, and she says that they could possibly be autistic. Maybe they are, but she's not a doctor, and a doctor hasn't diagnosed them as autistic. So I just feel like they just wasn't worked with. Nobody set an alarm at night before to wake up in the morning to see if Lily was doing better and could go to school or not. They wanted them to be quiet. But when they get quiet, the parents notice it immediately and get up and start looking for them. Think about that. You ask them to be quiet and not come in. And when they be quiet, that's when you guys both jump up. She said she hopes, like it's raining, that the kids are dry and that the dad says that the diapers should be soiled. Who says that? Yeah. 1 second. Hold on, guys. I got to turn my air conditioner on. That's a little suspicious, right? That's a little suspicious. You saying, kids, be quiet. They get quiet, and 20 minutes later, you jump up? Both of you? Okay. Where was I? The stepdad even got in his car and was driving around and running to the water and keep calling their names. And now he has a sore throat. The back door was closed, but the mom told how they need to tell the kids to shut the door because they always left it open, but they didn't let them play outside alone. Right? In this video with the mom, she says, anytime they were outside, we always were out there with them. Right? And if you're always out there with them, why are you telling them to shut the door all the time? Does anyone think the timing of the breakup is strange? Possibly one blames the other for whatever happened, and that's the reason. Very possible, Rocco. They wouldn't DX with anything before, even through super delayed, hard to get an autism, and that's pretty obvious. Perhaps. I wonder if Lily was wearing what she was wearing on the last day she went to school, if it was what the parents described when she went missing. That makes me curious as to what day they really went missing. I think that's going to be a huge question. I think it's going to be a huge question. Does the father belong to First Nations? I have no idea. Don't you think the sliding door should be heavy for the size of the kids. There's light sliding doors and there's really heavy ones. So I think it's hard to say on that. Okay. How many kids are there in the world that are homesick and coughing but sleep through the night without needing the parents at all? And if there are small parents that sleep through the night even when they are sick, how many parents there are in the world who told their who how many parents there are in the world who told their kids, I think they mean kept their kids home sick, kids to be quiet and go away at 10 a.m. after 11 hours of sleep? And how many toddlers there are in the world that need to keep sleeping in the morning when it's almost 10 a.m., right? So generally, kids don't sleep good when they're sick, right? And neither do parents. I know I don't. When my kids are sick, I'm not sleeping good at all. So, Lily supposedly slept, 10 hours all through the night. Guess mom did too. Just like Candace says, she walks Summer across the driveway to the house. These two parents say they are out with the kids when they're playing in the yard. I call bullcrap. I think, there's a problem there because she said the kids never shut the sliding door. She was complaining about that. And if you're complaining about that, then they're probably outside playing by themselves. Um, when our kids are sick, we sleep with one eye open and both ears open and awake at the slightest sound. Yes. Yes. I myself have been sick and take care of sick child. Yeah. Guilty parents always go overboard trying to make themselves sounds like parent of the year. Yes. Yeah. I remember my kids when they were that young had me up at 5 or 6 a.m. Listen, okay, think about this, Jessica. Think about this, and Chad. She has a cough. She has a cough. What happens when you lay down at night when you have a cough? It gets worse. It never gets better when you lay down. It never gets better, right? You're usually coughing your head off. Parents were doing dope, and did they not off? 2 hours came, and they realized the yard no more. Another sermon on the porch. Do you think that Lily was even sick, or is that just a cover up story? I don't believe Lily was sick. I just don't. Vicks to the rescue. Yeah. You put Vicks on their chest and Vicks on their feet and put socks on them. Yeah, when you're sick, it's always worse at night. Always. Nights and when you first wake up. Don't they think, what are those kids going through? Yeah, I know. No spaghetti pancakes in this story. I know. Oh my God. So I found that very interesting. Uh, Someone writes, my theory is Friday morning scenario didn't happen at all. The little guy wears pull-ups at night, correct? So count the pull-ups in the trash and start starting the day after the last garbage collection. See if they were adding up. And that's a good point. If he only wears pull-ups at night, see how many pull-ups was in that trash. I've been up all night with my children and went to work the next day. Kids went to home care. Yeah. It's really sad. It really is, man. All right, watch this. First, well, 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up. Maybe. All right. I want to show you guys some statistics in Canada, and we can look at the timeline as well. Okay. Here we go. This is Canada is experiencing a concerning number of drug-related deaths among children and youth through specific cases involving multiple children dying simultaneously are less frequently reported, but it happens. Here's an overview of the data. Let me tell you about some cases, though, where 2 or more children have died in the home at once. 2 dying in the home at once. In July 2024, twin 3-year-old boys, Josiah and Jestin, Jestin, died after being exposed to drugs laced with fentanyl in their Conga Park home. Their mother, Justice James, was charged with 2 counts of unaliving and 2 counts of child abuse, child endangerment. Bakersfield, California, 2023. 2-year-old Ezekiel Riviera died from acute fentanyl toxicity after being left in the care of his father, Ruel Riviera. His 3-year-old brother, Emerus, tested positive for fentanyl but survived. The father was charged with first-degree murder and felony child cruelty. San Jose, California, 2023. 18-month-old girl died of fentanyl and methamphetamine poisoning in August 2023. Her parents were charged with murder in the connection of her death. So it absolutely happens where, 2 or more died. There's twins here that are 3-year-old. In Missouri, again, St. Charles County, March 2023, twin brothers died from acute fentanyl intoxication after receiving capsules from Jesse Charleston, who supplied the drugs. Charleston was sentenced to 14 years in prison for 2 counts of distribution to fentanyl and 1 count of possession with intent to distribute fentanyl. 2023, a 22-month-old boy in Bronx, New York, and 3 other children were hospitalized after being exposed to fentanyl at a daycare center. I remember that. The daycare operator was sentenced to 45 years in prison after running a fentanyl trafficking operation out of the facility. 2025, 2 high school students and 2 others were hospitalized due to suspected fentanyl poisoning. A 21-year-old suspect was arrested. Maryland, 2024, January 2024, sibling Gage 10 and Skylar 14 died from accidental fentanyl overdose in their home. The source of the fentanyl remains unknown, and the investigation is ongoing. It was in that house, had to be, right? Had to be. So, let me tell you about the kids. In Ontario, from 2017 to 2021, just that province did a study, identified 10 opioid related deaths in children under the age of 10. The average age is 1.9 years, with the oldest being 4 years and 9 months. These cases often involve accidental ingestion from opioids found in the home. Youth aged, the national data for Canada, national data 2016 to 2017, a study reported 732 accidental acute toxicity deaths among youth aged 12 to 21. Notably, 94% of these, opioids, particularly fentanyl, hospitalizations. From 2013 to 2017, there was 53% increase in opioid poisoning related hospitalizations in kids. That's crazy. The risk factors. Where is it here? Generally, it's because careless parents, accidental being left out in the house, and the parents not knowing about it. Just crazy, guys. It's just crazy that there's that many. Doesn't he work for a sawmill? Allegedly, he works for a sawmill one day a week or something like that. Nurse Sandy, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate it. Go Dustin some love on Mother's Day. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Nurse Sandy. Love you, darling. Appreciate your support. The majority of the homeless here in the city is Ontario, Canada, are fentanyl users. Yeah. Canada equals owned by China. I think we're all freaking owned by China anymore. Okay. So, let's see here. I want to show y'all. Do you want to go through the timeline, or do you want to go through like the known facts of, oh, this is new. I need to show you this. Give me 2 seconds. Need to close some of these. If mom is not with her mom, where is she? Someone wrote, they believe, and this is kind of what my theory is as well on this. I wonder if there was a party. Again, if there was a party, did something happen a day or two before and they had time to clean it up? This one to show you. Okay, remember this, guys. You remember, this is, and again, I don't think it should be held against the parents or anything like this, but I'm just kind of let you know a little bit about a little bit about their past, I guess you could say. Jessa Rose, thank you so much, my love. Appreciate your support. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. Happy Mother's Day to you, Miss Beautiful Jessa Rose. Coming in clutch. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. I don't believe the kids are in the woods. Buzzards would have been seen if deceased, and the technology and the helicopters. I mean, I think they're in the woods somewhere or water, but I don't know if they're really close. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're really close by. And all them people, God now what they are doing. Yeah. No one is trafficking weed really into Canada within Canada. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Mm-mm. All right. Someone wrote, this was a long time ago. Also, may not be allowed to post this and probably not a relative here. However, I think this shows just how cruel the grandmother of these children can be. Very, very sad. A human being could do this to an animal, just saying. And she wrote, chin up, sweetheart, your godmother loves you. And Michaela writes, I know that I'm talking about my mom. She is so mean. I don't think she is fit to be a parent. And she kicked the horse in the gut really hard. So y'all can see that right there. Yeah, and someone, allegedly a neighbor, posted that, but we have no information of that. But regardless if there was a party or not, I do think that, there could have been an accident a day or two prior to the call. If they were people celebrating in the home Thursday, shouldn't those that attend be interviewed? If that did occur, I'm sure RCMP is doing that. These people are keeping secrets just like all the bad people do. Perhaps. All right, here's some photos of Michaela when she was younger. This was 2007, 1/12/2007. How old is she now? I don't even know how she is now. Everything I like is either illegal, immortal, fattening, or expensive. It always rains on the hardest when the people who deserve the sun. In the end, I just something the chance and didn't talk. I mean, I feel like Michaela, a lot of people give her more of a hard time. I feel like Michaela personally is a good girl. I do. I think she's just made some really bad decisions, particularly probably in men, which a lot of people do. Thankful the world is picking this up. I am in Ontario. Oh, good, Ruth. Thank you for being here. Why wasn't she reported for animal abuse? In my opinion, I don't know. Read that comment under the guy's pic with the blue shirt. Right here. I can't really see it. It just says in the end, is it regard? No. Regret the chance in the end, something just regret the chances. Oh, it's probably in the end, I just regret the chances that I didn't take. That's probably what it is. Is that the one you wanted? Boot, you are correct, just like the one and knew until 30 minutes before they were going to do a presser. Oh, it won't. This is just a screenshot. It's a screenshot. I can't click it, or I would. Oh, maybe here it is. Okay, watch this. Who is Angela Taylor? Does anyone know who Angela Taylor is? Is that. Hold on. Who is it? Explain the comments to the guy who isn't Daniel. So how is he even remotely related? Where the comments aim to her, the guy, I'm lost. I'm lost. Oops, they keep shutting chat, but they keep approving this. I don't know that one. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. This is single. Look at there. That's it. Look, she changed it. She fucking changed that. I just cannot believe this, guys. Mods, can you please stop the real Gemini? Is someone being crazy in here? Oh, no. Please don't write that in chat. Please don't write that in chat. We have no idea what happened to these kids. It's okay to speculate as long as you say, you're speculating or in my opinion, but please don't write that. We have no idea what happened to them. I mean, I think it's suspicious. I think it's highly suspicious, but I don't think, if you know that to be a fact, then please call the RCMP. It is Laura. That's mind blowing that her being single is what's on her mind. I know Dennis, it should. In my opinion, who would take the time to do your relationship status? That's what I'm saying. Like, and she got a couple more friends since 91, 95. And then updated this. Nova Scotia. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy. All right, let's move along here. Let me check something out here. He said he also gave the police, the baby's white giraffe, and the mom's pink bear. Mr. Martell told the Globe that police advised him they were bringing in cadaver dogs and RCMP divers to search nearby lake. They did that the other day, though. Plainclothes investigators arrive asking to speak with Mr. Martell. Yeah, so they allegedly came back to speak with him again the other day. I mean, I would think they would. I know a lot of people think he is the one who seems to be the one more upset. But I don't see that. I think this is equally yoked. I really do. If it's not equally yoked, then I think it's him. Because you guys got to remember, step parents. Obviously, there's perfect, great step parents out there, but when we see these kids, there is so many step parents that they just something happens. But listen, he said he would take a lie detector test. I'm sure that he has done that by now. I wonder if they were coming to talk to him about his lie detector test. Remember, he said they were bringing him in the other day, and after that, that's when they came and talked to him again. They would probably take him in for that, though. You would think. I agree about the single post, but I do wonder, playing devil's advocate, if she is trying to pin this on the stepdad and look like she's distracting from him. I just I don't know. I can't think of a world, even if you're did something where you're just going to, write that's your single man. Like, who the hell does that? I saw a video today that they were going today to look under the trailer. That was yesterday or day before yesterday. All right, guys, let's get to some facts, like actual legit what we know is happening here. So, reported missing at 10 a.m. on May 2nd. Mom and stepdad, they've been married for 3 years. Mom moved in with stepdad 2 years ago. They each have 2 kids from previous relationships, as well as a 1.5-year-old daughter together. His stepchildren do not live with him. One second. Damn. Bio dad and family. He's still not came out and spoken, has he? So far, it appears that the bio dad was not in the kids' lives whatsoever. Police have stated that there is no evidence to suggest the kids were abducted. Stepdad's mother and brother live in the property in that little RV, separate trailer. Mom and stepdad believe that Lily and Jack could be autistic, but there's nothing to confirm that. The last time anyone but mom or stepdad saw the kids was um was it Monday or Tuesday? I think I might have that wrong. Cuz I think I've got Monday, but the teachers at school seen them. I've got Monday, but it might have been Tuesday. No confirmation. Where was that? The kids were home Wednesday because it was a PD day. Kids were also kept home Thursday and Friday due to Lily allegedly having a cough. Was she planning on taking them to? That's another thing. Was she planning on taking Lily to the doctor? Because if you've been home 2 days, you need to go to the doctor. And in Canada, I know your healthcare system's different than ours in the United States, but if you like a pediatrician, they're closed on the weekend, right? Like your regular standard pediatrician, correct? Is that how it is in Canada? Bus driver, April 29th, last publicly seen. Yes, and that was the 29th. That was Tuesday. I need to fix that. Yeah. Thank you for that. Usually doesn't start till kids are around 7. Gotcha. Wonder if bus heard Lily coughing. The evidence that there is no children in the sense. Yes. Yep. No, that is Fuzzball Factory. We have to accept that as a rumor at this time because there's nobody else that's confirmed that other than someone on Facebook. And, nobody at the alleged party was there that's came out that I'm aware of. What was their attendance records for school? That would tell a lot, perhaps. What I understand is Canada is if you live with someone as a significant other, you're considered to be common law married. Is after 1 year, sole shun. Pediatricians are specialists here. So, okay. So, do you just take in Canada? Do you just take your child to just a regular MD? You just take him to the family doctor. Okay. Gotcha. So in Canada, is it very similar to America on the weekends? Like your standard MD is not going to be in. I mean, this is the thing. 10 a.m. Lily's, allegedly has a cough for 2 days. You're probably going to have an appointment. Yeah, Canada has free healthcare. You're probably going to have that. You're going to have Lily to the doctor Friday. You can take them to the family doctor, but but if you don't have one, there are walk-in clinics and emergency departments to go to. There is, yes, there's. I was going to ask about the emergency clinics. And you could go to the hospital, but I wasn't sure if there was urgent care centers and walk-in clinics. But a few were open. But if you were open on the weekends, gotcha. Yeah, it does. But I mean, do they? I mean, I know here, like, you can go to the emergency room for anything technically, but like if you or just have a cough or something like that, they're like, this is not what we're here for. ER is an 8+ hour wait. Yeah, that's how it is here in the United States too. She can take Robitussin and Tylenol to help with the symptoms until she can see a doctor. Mom doesn't say she was up ever with Babs. That's what we were speaking about just a minute ago, right? She says, Lily, out of the room. We're trying to get the baby to stay asleep and all that. Be quiet. The kids go, be quiet. And then they both jump up. We haven't heard them. So a lot of people go to the ER who shouldn't be. Yeah. I would just think that she's going to need a doctor's excuse, right? For the kids being off for 2 days. They were out all week. Well, they weren't out. The last time they saw him was Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and till 10 a.m. Friday. Her interview is odd all the way around. Let me go watch something. Let me play something because this. Let me find that interview. this will be something. Now that I think of it, here we go. Where's how long is the full interview? Does anyone know how long the full interview is? We were sleeping. I just don't see it. Let me find the news here. Have they checked in the landfill yet? Does anyone know? They obviously are pinpointing something here. They have to be pinpointing something. 1,000%. They have to know where this is going. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm trying to find this interview. Maybe it's on Facebook. Interview. Oh, what's that? No, it's not it. That bus driver was so sweet. Y'all, he was so sweet. It raises the question, was the stepfather given the same warning or choose not to follow it? Once more, no public statement was made regarding the missing children, likely due to the instruction to avoid social media. Lilly. Jack Sullivan. Here it is. I think it is. Okay, here we go. I was put a word in with Mr. Trump to change that. Oh, crap. I think that's it.
Make sure that we're out there with them, watching them.
Looking every
Up, I heard them playing in the next room beside us. What happened was we woke up, I heard them playing in the next room beside us, and I was drifting in and out of sleep. And they're not the type of kids we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with them, watching them. And they happen to just get out that sliding door, and we can't hear it when it opens. And they were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time. And the next thing we knew, it was quiet, and we get up, and I tell him, my partner, Daniel, I tell him, do you hear the kids? And he says, no. And we get up instantly. We're looking outside. We're looking everywhere, yelling for them. And I instantly just call 911. I just had the instinct I needed to call.
She had the instinct that she needed to call. The instinct. I wonder how long it took her to memorize that story, someone says. Drifting in and out of sleep is a huge red flag. I mean, drifting in and out is not, I mean, people do drift in and out of sleep. The thing that makes me, concerned, other than we want you to be quiet, and you be quiet, and they're quiet, and then you both jump up, calling him her partner. I thought that was odd. No, that's what they do. Canada, that's what you say. The UK, you don't say necessarily your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You just say my partner a lot of times. Where was the instinct to get out of the bed and check on your children to see what they needed? I mean, I can't argue with that. Yeah, coming in clutch. Praise God, girl. Praise God. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day, Dustin, and love you bunches. Thank you so much, yeah, Miss Heidi, coming in clutch 8 months. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Very, very kind of you. Because they are not married. No, they're not married. But it's a common law marriage. Does anyone else find the interview off or odd? Just seems there's no sign of urgency, right? Moms are she's like a bump on a log. You know what I mean? And I told Daniel, my partner, so we both jumped up, and it's just like I'm speaking to you now. Right, like so, it'd be like so I you know, I told Daniel to get up, check the kids. We couldn't find them anywhere. I thought, where the hell are they? Something like that would be legit. But it does seem she seems a little too calm. There it's an urgency that parents have when anything going on with your kids, let alone if you can't find not one, two of them. Two. I think she's a good girl. I really do think she's a good girl. I think something happened, though. But then again, I mean, I could be being fooled because I just don't understand that single thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. How do you say you're single? All right, here we go. It's ridiculous. Was she medicated during the interview? She seems way too calm. I mean, that to me that seems everyone that knows her, like they say she's a really good girl. This is odd. They hadn't even been in school for a week before they went missing, and that's the problem. Baby is 16 months, Alice. They're blaming each other secretly, in my opinion. The best thing they could do is be split up right now. Fact. Oh, crap.
Still missing vows. There's less activity in a wooded area in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County this evening. But the stepfather of two young children still missing vows to continue the search, even if police scale back. But worry has only increased. CTV's Hafsa Arif is in the area with the latest. Hafsa?
Todd, it's been 1 week. 7 days since 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan disappeared, last believed to have wandered into the woods behind me. And despite an intense 6-day search, there's still no sign of them. They were seen last Friday morning. For 6 days, there were boots on the ground, drones and helicopters in the sky. At a nearby RCMP detachment, the community has built a memorial with flowers and stuffed animals. People here are holding on to hope, and so is the family.
The last of RCMP in the area that I've seen, they were at Lansdowne Lake, and they told me that they scoured the lake, divers, and sonared the lake, and there's no evidence at all. If they were in this area, would have found them. My family's still searching.
At one point, 160 people were out here searching. That help is gone, but the family isn't giving up. On Wednesday, RCMP insisted the search is ongoing. The family says this has been an extremely tough time. And on top of everything else, the rumors on social media has made it even more difficult.
I think, listen, think about this. You have Daniel's there. Daniel's brother's there. Daniel's mom's there. Right? You have all of them against her. And when things go wrong, right? Whether it's drug or something else, you're going to have a back and forth pull. Right? She didn't interact with the others in the school. If it was true and you wouldn't know how to find it, how to find it. I don't know what that means. Well, if she is the mom and should have protected her kids and watched them. Yeah, there's no evidence of that we're aware of, at least, that there is a crime. Like, I don't feel like they hurt those kids. I don't feel like that they did that. But I do think that if they were hidden because of an accident, I think his brother might have helped. Oh, people are saying that Daniel had a YouTube channel 2 years ago. Oh. It makes sense that the mom would distance herself if she did do something, even if she doesn't believe it. She may be worried about Cass taking her 16-month-old. Yeah. That's what I said, ooh la la, the other day. I said, this may have been her only chance to leave. Right? She's extremely mature. That's why I could see her making up all this to leave her partner. I don't know. I mean, there's people get on drugs and they change. They're good people. It's just the addiction takes over. And I'm not saying that's the case here. But you can only generally be 3 things if you have a residence like that. One is addicted, lazy, or your health is bad. Right? Because when you become addicted and all that, you don't care. You're focused on your junk, right? So that's what you say, 1-800. Your eyes are on the mom. Summer's Army, thank you so much, lovies. Appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day, my babies. Really do appreciate you. I know, Tug. I know. That's what I said. That 4-wheeler freaks me out how clean it was. That's the only clean thing on the property. Captain Caveman only worked 1 day a week. How do they pay the bills? Good question, Tar. Right? How would they pay the bills only working 1 day a week? Really? Depression. Yeah, and that kind of goes medical in my opinion, right? Like the kids were going to be evaluated for autism. Oh, I don't think we can judge I don't think anybody should be judging the kids' behavior whatsoever. Absolutely not. Do they receive state aid? I have no idea. But I don't think that's enough to live on. That's how they would pay their bills. But I mean, that doesn't give you enough to pay your bills at all. Right? I mean, they've got to do something to make money. I mean, he could have been dealing. Brothers could have been dealing something like that. Right? Let me find this. Two seconds.
Farm Girl 8219 said, I'm curious about her and him into that day she left. Makes me wonder if he asked her what she did to them. Just my opinion. I mean, I do kind of agree with you. I wonder what that argument was all about, to be honest. It had to be something to do with these kids. My honest opinion with all of this is just something of pure neglect. From that morning, Daniel's story differs a little bit from hers. He seemed to give a little more detail. He said Lilly had come into their room a few times. They were in there with the baby. I don't know. Maybe they just weren't ready for the baby to be awake. But I mean, in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning? I mean, that's a normal time for people to get up, especially people that have kids. You can't keep kids quiet the whole day. That's just not going to happen. But anyway, so Daniel says Lilly went in the room a few times. He told her to go ahead out there and play. From what it sounds.
Question. So, like, if you live out there where they're at, like, what do most people do for work? Do they go into, like, the closest town? Sharon, thank you so much, my dear. Poop has become a new term for parents, in my opinion. They all act weird, never veer off their stories. It's almost like catch me if you can attitude. So sad. I know. So many kids go missing, girl. And they're not finding them. Woke. 648.91 per child times 3 in Canada. They didn't pay rent, did they? Because their family owns that. Not much goes rural on in rural Nova Scotia. Jobs are hard to come by. So I don't understand though. Like, how do people live? You know what I mean? Do they work for themselves? I still think Jack and Lily got themselves ready for school when mom wouldn't get up, and they got lost going down the road towards school, in my opinion, the backpack. But being Florida, don't you think they would be found with the technology? What's the best Facebook page for this case? It's the main one. It's got like 18 or 19,000. No, they paid no rent, probably get welfare. In our case, you join the union and you do construction. My son's dad worked under. That seems very depressing to me. I don't know. It seems very depressing to me. I guess everyone lives differently.
Sounds like he knew they were outside. Okay, he knew they were outside. But mom, on the other hand, is trying to make it sound like the kids snuck out the back door. Okay, and that's what I don't like. Why are those stories differing? Daniel claims, he knew the kids were out there playing in the yard. They could hear them, and then all of a sudden they didn't hear them. The whole story is weird. It's just weird.
Crochet, you're right. You're absolutely right. Um, my grandmother, when we were growing up, we lived on 500 and some dollars a month sometimes. Yeah, I know. God bless you, honey.
And I don't know if they're trying to cover up the fact that they were just being neglectful and not watching the kids, because they do have another child that, if neglect is found on their behalf here, CPS possibly could come in and take that child away from them. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I've heard the rumors. The mom is kind of just a lazy piece of crap, doesn't do much with her kids.
Damn, Cognizance, tell us how you really feel. God.
Always has somebody else looking after them. They're always somebody else's responsibility.
I don't know if is that fair to say though, because okay, there's not been any love wins, love you, honey. There's not, I mean, there's no evidence that she pawned them off on anybody, did she? There's no evidence of that. She tells it like she sees it for sure. Yeah. But I mean, I haven't heard of any evidence of her just like pawning the kids off on anybody. I agree, Sherry. We would know if she did it, if she did, so it's possible. Yeah, I know, but we hear a lot of things. You know what I mean? We hear a lot of things. Um, just because we hear something doesn't mean it's true. Oh, Lindsay, I'm so sorry you guys are going through this, all of you. I really am. I know, like, their school, Little Lily and Jack's school, it's like 80 kids in the whole school. There is no evidence, but in the B-Day video, it was another adult who corrects the little girl for screaming, and the stepdad does seem to know more about the kids than her. What about what was missing, etc.? I mean, you know, there are for instance, stepdads who end up taking care of their partner's kids more than they do. But I'm not comfortable with saying that in this case because I don't know. It's my sister-in-law's. Oh, really, Lori? The other guy, there's assuming older father of one. You have to convince me that the parents are allegedly involved. Neither one seems mean or manipulative like Crispy, in my opinion. Be in Florida, this is the thing for me. I don't think, like I said, I think mom's a good. I don't think they're bad people, right? I really don't think they're bad people. What I think happened, just my opinion, if anything negligent happened, if anything negligent happened, I feel like it had to be drugs. Because I don't see either parent, unaliving two kids. I mean, does it happen? Yeah, it does. Sure does. Look at that guy in Ohio recently. He just mowed his whole family down. But I don't see it in these two. However, I think they know something. I think they know something. Justin is who nice wants to think the best of people, but people are evil. No, I understand that. Trust me, I understand that. I think they were rather I don't think that they took a lot of time for their kids. And that's the truth. They were way back, so that says, but everyone's situation's so different. Autistic because how engaged kids. About the kids were diagnosed with autism by a doctor. No, I don't think that's true. Being Florida, they even the news sources say that they've not been diagnosed, and as a parent, you wouldn't say the terms that she was using. How did she say she was speaking with? She's like, he doesn't have like really bad autism or something like that. That's not the term autistic, when you know about autism, especially as a parent, you wouldn't think. Last carbon tax was in April. You have a carbon tax? And so far, yeah, most people are more blaming the mother. I think this is going to equally be both of their faults. They aren't very educated, though. No, they're not. They're not very educated, though. But you're right. Yes. When they give you a small rebate, that's a carbon tax rebate. I know you could, but like, does just regular Canadian people have to buy a carbon tax? Does NS police person choose ground penetrating radar? Jessa, I don't think they would need it at this point. Does postpartum last that long? It absolutely can. It's extra taxes on everything you buy. She may be depressed in general. Yeah. You're right, Justin. It's going to be both of them. Worse for the mom on the end because it's her bio children they are missing. I think this is just something happened. Something happened, I think. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, guys. Guys, I'm off to bed. I love you all. I've got to be back at work in the morning. Pointed at a suspicious space in the lawn. Those babies. I don't think those babies are on that property. No. I don't think those kids are on their property at all. Especially if there is any sort of guilt or, if they did anything, they had potentially days to get it right. right? If nothing else, neglect and irresponsible. Yeah. It's sad, man. These kids, authorities said they're probably not alive. You go for leg surgery tomorrow, SL. I love you, honey. We'll pray for you tonight. Pray for the RCMP that they find these babies and gets solved. I think they're close, but not real close. Thank you, Ann. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Prayers to everybody. Good night, guys. It's not Mother's Day now. It's 4 minutes past Mother's Day here on the East Coast of the United States. But hope you all had a great Mother's Day. You guys are amazing, loving individuals, and I appreciate you. Did the mailman see any unusual vehicles? Good question, Merge. I'm sure they'll ask that. They'll ask amazing questions. Love you guys. Good night, everyone. God bless.